Linux the easy way. Would you like to know the easy way to install Linux on a Windows machine? I'm going to do that during the next several video clips. We're going to go through this in detail, but to commence the operation, I'd first like to introduce you to my computer. This is a desktop machine. It's about 5 years old, but it was very powerful 5 years ago, and it's still fairly powerful. Powerful enough to do sophisticated gaming. It's connected to the internet. It has a joystick, a LCD display. It has a powerful NVIDIA graphics card. It's running Windows XP right now, but the process I'm going to go through would be the same, whether it was Windows Vista, Windows XP, Windows 7, all of these things are about the same. So my objective is going to be to take this powerful Windows machine and leave the Windows untouched. I will not affect Windows. I will not affect the disk drive holding Windows at all. Instead, I'll install Linux on a separate disk drive, and when I boot from this disk drive, it'll boot up Linux. When I boot from the existing disk drive, it'll boot up Windows unchanged. And I'm going to configure this Linux to be very, very powerful. So powerful, it'll be able to find my joystick, run powerful games, support my wireless headphones and my regular sound system, support my camera. In short, this is going to be a really powerful gaming computer that will run even my Windows games under Linux very, very well. The disk drive I'm going to use is shown here. This is a low-cost USB 2 disk drive with a capacity of just 100 gigabytes, and that's plenty of space. You really don't need a very big disk drive to hold Linux, and if you form the habit that I've formed of storing your external media, that would be your movies, songs, pictures, etc., on removable external media like flash disks, then you really don't need very much disk space. And this one is entirely adequate. Now, I did experiment with another one. You'll see one point in the movie sequence here where I was working with a 150 gigabyte disk drive, but it turned out I like this one better, so I just switched to this one without further comment. You don't need to spend a lot of money to do this. You can buy these readily anywhere, even an old used one you can pick up for a song, and install Linux on a separate disk drive, as I'm recommending here, and it'll make you not have to worry at all about impacting your existing Windows installation or preserving those files. It's just a lot easier this way. Now, this computer also has an extra video system up here that I'll be using to capture the screens. And so as I go through these operations, you will see me you'll see this screen in great detail as I take each step to download Linux, burn it from a CD, and install it on this external USB hard disk drive. Now, in order to do this, you will also need to be comfortable with the BIOS, with bootstrapping your computer and configuring your computer so that it'll see and use a bootable CD-ROM to install Linux, or perhaps to see and use a bootable USB flash drive like this one. If you are not comfortable with configuring your BIOS that way, then you'll want to look at our publications from June of 2012, from July of 2012, in which we cover this subject in great detail, showing you how to configure your BIOS during the first few seconds when you're booting up your computer so that it will see and use these alternative boot devices. At the time of this publication in August of 2012, boot CDs are a well-understood technology, and most of our readers are comfortable downloading an ISO image of a Linux installation and burning it to CD and then booting from it. But if this is new to you, then please look in our Linux section. We cover this in great detail as we revealed how to do this for PC Linux OS 2008, and all of the principles are exactly the same. You can also get a lot of help on this subject from other websites because it is very well understood. The remainder of this series on Linux the Easy Way consists of a large number of video clips hosted on YouTube, and most of them are very short. Since there are so many, and since they're so short, it's important to watch them in the proper context, one after the other, and that can be very difficult to do on YouTube. Please join us at AskMisterWizard.com to find them all in context. Look in our Linux section where it's easy to get them all in the right order, together with associated text, illustrations, and related information. Thanks.